Hello. First, I'm going to start with a couple of questions here today. Has anyone in here ever played a sport? Okay. Now, has anyone ever in that sport gotten upset with a referee for making either a bad call towards you or a bad call that made you lose the game? I can tell you one thing for sure. I definitely have. As a three-sport athlete, as you all know, I play football, basketball, baseball, and especially basketball for some reason, and baseball, but many times in football too. Refs ruin the game a lot and ruin your attitude as a player, but there are many ways to fight through it. But also, the main thing that could help these issues in sports are video assistant referees, also known as VARs. So first off, I'm going to start with a little introduction. Today I'm going to be presenting you guys on why video assistant referees should be incorporated in professional sports more frequently. People may wonder, what are video assistant referees? These video assistant referees are devices that kind of review the play or can do many different things using computer or AI generated, but also have people watching over them for reasons. We're going to get into that. First, I'm going to give you some background info on what they do. Many things that they do for us are goals, touchdowns, like if they're inbounds, if they pass the line, if they had 2 feet, many fans know. First downs and offsides, big football and soccer things. Most of these sports, every sport uses them, but most sports such as soccer and football use them frequently. Mistaken identity or fouls or penalties. So if you know someone who may have not did the foul but got it called on them, they can review it using these VARs. Line checks such as out of bounds or stepping over the line for volleyball or the ball landing outside. And then time checks to see if they missed the second on the clock or if the score clock went too fast and forgot to stop. All right, so reasoning. Two main reasons that I think video assistant referees should be used today in our professional sports world is they give sports a better look than the human eye, because the human eye sees many different things. Yes, it's in real action, but this gives a more efficient and rapid response for questionable calls that make people happier. The second thing, going off of the happy thing, it brings team, fan, and overall sports, their recognition, their morale up. Because if you're watching your team and you see, a bad call that loses your season even in the playoffs, such as Bills fans, touchy subject, sorry, Miss Brewster, but, calls can do a lot for a team. So it really makes fans want to watch more. It gets you more money from the sport. More people want to go to games if these correct calls are being made. Now, some people may think there's 2 reasons that I could think of, but some people may say there are technical difficulties nowadays that come up a ton, which that is true, but I'll tell you in a second. Also, people prefer the human eye because, as you all know, everyone has grandparents, everyone has parents that are more old school nowadays that like to watch the human eye, they call it, make the call, because that's how the game should be played. I mean, most people believe that why bring computers into everything in life? Sports are one thing we have that they're not into, and that would ruin the game if that happened. But that is not true, because first off, the technology difficulties, it can glitch or act slow, but there's a reason that cannot happen, because there's also a human eye watching. Human eye is sitting behind a computer running these video assistant referees, so therefore any technical difficulties that come up, they see, so they can call in and be like, hey, this is off, we're going to need to use a different device, or we're going to have to get it up on another computer. And also, professional sports, as we all know, have a ton of money. I mean, billions of dollars between the teams. So it's not like we're just doing this on a Apple Chromebook or something. I mean, these are high-tech machines that really get a good view of it, and you can watch 100 times over. You can slow down, speed up, zoom in, zoom out. It's not just your basic everyday camera. And then going back to the elderly people wanting the human eye, you say this when you are thinking about it, but you also hear these old heads when we're in a game and these calls are made, they complain. Such as me as a athlete at Notre Dame, I've had many times where my dad or my grandpa have been upset with a call towards me, but then if it's not towards me, they're okay with it. So it's more of a perspective thing when a computer could help your team win. Why wouldn't you want your computer to make the game consistent? I mean, yes, cool and all. Like, yes, we make the right call for you, but not against you. But the computer makes it a fair game to every team, which also makes games better and more close and more fun to watch. So therefore, instead of your like spending your nights and watch parties raging over a human making a quick decision or some guy that is reffing their first game making a rookie mistake, why not just include video assistant referees? They don't need to take over. Yes, we still need to have refs on the floor, but these things are just a backup plan or a review status just so then we can make the right call and make it efficient and make it more rapid. I mean, they can help in numerous ways, which were listed. And in my preference and a lot of people that I know and evidence, this would raise morale and really get a better look on the game, and the pros definitely outweigh the cons. So let's get our little old head view out of the way of watching these refs make the wrong decisions and get these video assistant referees in. Thank you.